Today we are starting trigonometry. Tri means 3, gona means angle, metry means measurement. So trigonometry means measurement of the angles of a triangle. And the ratio of the sides with respect to a particular angle that makes the angle. This trigonometry can be applicable to any triangle for that matter. But at our present level, trigonometry is defined primarily to right angle triangle. What is the right angle triangle? If one angle in a triangle is right angle, it is a right angle triangle. And in a right triangle there is an important relation. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. This is popularly known as Pythagoras theorem or Pythagorean theorem. Now, coming to trigonometry. In trigonometry, they say there are 6 trigonometric ratios. So, first of all, we will learn those definitions. In my opinion, in trigonometry, there are only 2 ratios. The other 4 ratios are the derivatives of these 2 ratios. What are these 2 ratios? Sine of an angle. Sine means S-I-N-E. Sine of an angle. The second ratio is cosine. This S-I-N-E sine is written as sine. Don't read it as sin. Cosine. We will read it as cos. And the third is tangent. This is called tan. So for sine, cosine. For tangent there is a cotangent. For secant there is cosecant. But the most important ones are sine and cosine. These are the 2 important. All the remaining are the derivatives of these. Now let us look at the basic definitions. Let ABC be a right angle triangle. In this, B is the right angle. Therefore, the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. And we have taken some angle, this angle theta. This theta is an angle. You can take here or here. At present, we have taken this as theta. Now, this theta is, for this theta, AB side is opposite. So, we call AB side as opposite side. And this BC is next to theta, side to theta. Therefore, we will call this side adjacent side. That means, in this chapter, whenever we take a particular angle, first we have to identify what is the opposite side to that angle. Because we have taken angle C as theta, this is the opposite side. If we take angle A, this will be the opposite side. So, which angle we are choosing, depending on that, opposite side and adjacent side will be defined. So, therefore, in this right triangle, we have a hypotenuse, a particular angle theta. For this angle, there is an opposite side and there is an adjacent side. And always we had the relation hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. This is what we call Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. So this we will use in almost every problem. So hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. Now let us come to the definitions. These are the definitions of trigonometric ratios. These are ratios because the ratio of the lengths of sides are taken into consideration. Sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse. What is opposite side? The side opposite to this theta. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan theta is defined as opposite side by adjacent side. Now look, opposite side by hypotenuse divided by adjacent side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse gets cancelled. Opposite side by adjacent side, which is a tan theta, and therefore tan theta will be equal to sin theta by cos theta. Next, cosecant theta. Some people will say cosec theta. Don't use it. Cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite side. Look, opposite side by hypotenuse is sin theta. So hypotenuse by opposite side is cosecant theta. Therefore, cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Secant theta is defined as hypotenuse by adjacent side. But adjacent side by hypotenuse is cos theta. Therefore, secant theta is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side, which is equal to 1 by cos theta. And cot theta means cotangent theta. Cot theta is defined as adjacent side by opposite side. But opposite side by adjacent side is tan theta. Therefore, cot theta is 1 by tan theta. But tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Therefore, cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. So, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta, that is equal to cos theta by sin theta. These are all the definitions. So, we must remember sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse, cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse, tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, cosecant theta, hypotenuse by opposite side, secant theta, hypotenuse by adjacent side, cot theta, adjacent side by opposite side. These ratios, these definitions you must remember. Here theta is not important. Sin x, opposite side by hypotenuse. What is opposite side? The side opposite to that angle x. Here the most important thing you must remember is sin theta or cos theta, tan theta, all these 6 ratios depend upon theta, not depend upon the length of the side. I will show you. This is theta. Suppose I drop a perpendicular here and I will call it A1, B1. Now A1, B1, C is a triangle. Theta is same. So sin theta is A1, B1 by AC. A1, B1 by AC. Sin theta. Here, but sin theta actually in this triangle, what is sin theta? AB by AC. So A1, B1 by A1C ratio and AB by AC ratio both are same because the angle is not changing. And suppose if I drop a perpendicular here, I call it A2, B2, then sin theta will be equal to A2, B2 by A2C. These two are equal and equal to AB by AC. Similarly, cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? BC by AC. But this is equal to B1C by A1C or B2C by A2C. Like this we can draw any number of triangles, isn't it? But this theta is not changing, therefore whatever the length, for this triangle opposite side length is this, hypotenuse is this. For this triangle opposite side length is this, and the hypotenuse is this, but this ratio and this ratio are same. So theta determines the value of the trigonometric ratio, not the length of the side. This you must remember in mind. So tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? AB and adjacent side BC. You always remember sin theta, cos theta, tan theta as opposite side by hypotenuse, adjacent side by hypotenuse, opposite side by adjacent side. Don't remember as AB by AC, BC by AC, AB by BC like that. Triangle is not important. The triangle can be PQR. The triangle can be XYZ. The triangle can be DEF. So, what is the name of the triangle is not important. What is opposite, what is adjacent, what is hypotenuse. So, therefore, the basic definitions must be remembered like this. Now, let us look at this diagram. Here, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Now, I have a point say P, x, y are the coordinates. Then, this length is x and this length is y. This angle is 90. Therefore, let us say this distance is r. Now, r becomes the hypotenuse. X becomes the adjacent side for theta. Y becomes the opposite side for theta. Now, look at the definition. Remember the definition and write sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse, y by r. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? X, hypotenuse r, x by r. Tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, y by x. Cosecant theta, hypotenuse by opposite side, r by y. Secant theta, hypotenuse by adjacent side, r by x. Cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side, x by y. So, like this we can define the trigonometric ratios. This both are same. So, you have to remember sin theta as opposite side by hypotenuse, cos theta as adjacent side by hypotenuse, tan theta as opposite side by adjacent side, cosecant theta as hypotenuse by opposite side, secant theta is hypotenuse by adjacent side, cot theta as adjacent side by opposite side. Now, let us look at this triangle PQR. Now, angle Q is 90. Therefore, this is hypotenuse. No doubt about it. This is theta. Therefore, for theta, this becomes the opposite side, PQ, and QR becomes the adjacent side. Now, according to the definitions, let us define sin theta. I can call this sin theta or simply sin R. This is angle R. Sin R, sin theta both are same. Sin R is equal to sin theta, that is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, PQ by PR. Cos theta or otherwise cos R. Cos R. R is the angle chosen. Cos R is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? For theta, adjacent side is QR, hypotenuse is PR, QR by PR. Tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, PQ by QR. Cosecant theta, reverse of sin theta, PR by PQ. Secant theta, reciprocal of cos theta, so PR by QR. Cot theta, reciprocal of tan theta, QR by PQ, or adjacent side by opposite side. For theta we have defined. Now you see the magic. This PQR is a triangle. Therefore, angle P plus Q plus R is equal to 180. Yes? And angle P we don't know. Angle Q 90, angle R theta is equal to 180. Therefore, P plus theta is equal to 90. Therefore, theta is equal to, P is equal to 90 minus theta. That means, if one angle is theta, automatically the other angle will become 90 minus theta. Now what happens? 90 minus theta is another angle. For this angle, PQ will become adjacent side. For theta it becomes opposite side. For 90 minus theta, it becomes adjacent side. Similarly, QR becomes the opposite side. For theta, it is the adjacent side. So, this is now opposite side. So, sin 90 minus theta, opposite side by hypotenuse. For 90 minus theta, what is the opposite side? QR by what is hypotenuse PR? QR by PR. But look here, QR by PR is cos theta. So, sin 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. For this angle sin, for this angle cos, both are equal. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. For 90 minus theta, what is the adjacent side? PQ. Hypotenuse PR. So, PQ by PR. But PQ by PR is sin theta. So, sin cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Now, tan 90 minus theta. Tan 90 minus theta is opposite side by adjacent side. QR by PQ. QR by PQ. But PQ by QR is tan theta. So, QR by PQ is cot theta. Therefore, tan 90 minus theta cot theta. Similarly, cosecant 90 minus theta. Hypotenuse by opposite side. PR by QR. PR by QR. That is secant theta. Secant 90 minus theta. PR by PQ. That is cosecant theta. Cot 90 minus theta is adjacent side by opposite side. So, PQ by QR. PQ by QR. But PQ by QR is tan theta. So, tan theta. That means sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. Cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Cosecant 90 minus theta is secant theta. Secant 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. So, we have learned the definitions of trigonometric ratios. Sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side. Once we remember these three, remaining three are the reciprocals. Now, we are going to know about trigonometric ratios for a negative angle. Can the angle be negative? Is there plus 30 degrees, minus 30 degrees? Yes. See, actually, if this is what is an angle, the amount of rotation is an angle. Now, see this stick. This stick is rotating in this direction. This direction is called clockwise direction. Sorry, anti-clockwise direction. So, anti-clockwise direction rotation is positive angle. But it can rotate in this direction also. This is clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation is considered to be negative angle. So, if the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise, angle is positive. Clockwise rotation, angle is negative. Now, look at this diagram. See, I have a triangle. This is right angle. This angle is theta. This is hypotenuse Z. For theta, opposite side is x. The adjacent side is y. I have constructed a congruent triangle to this triangle. That means I just folded this triangle like this. The copy of this triangle. Now what happens? Y and y are same. Now, actually, this, if you want to make this angle, this side has to rotate in this direction, which is anti-clockwise. But if it has to come this way, it has to rotate in this direction, clockwise. Therefore, when this angle is theta, this angle will be minus theta. Now, x in the upward direction, it is x. So, because the triangle is turned this side, it is this length become downward. Therefore, we consider this as minus x, z. So, for this triangle, for theta, we have the sides x, y, z. For this angle minus theta, the sides of the triangle minus x, y, z. Now, let us see. Sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse, x by z. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse, y by z. Tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, x by y. Cosecant theta, hypotenuse by opposite side, z by x. Secant theta, hypotenuse by adjacent side, z by y. Cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side, y by x. These are all ratios for theta. Now this is minus theta. So sine of minus theta, that means opposite side by hypotenuse. What is the opposite side? Minus x. Minus x by z. But x by z is sine theta. So minus x by z is minus sine theta. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Now let us look at cos of minus theta. Adjacent cos is adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? Y. Hypotenuse z. So y by z. Y by z is cos theta. So cos of minus theta is cos theta. Tan of minus theta, opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is minus x. Adjacent side is y. Minus x by y. That is minus tan theta, because tan theta is x by y. Cosecant of minus theta, hypotenuse by opposite side, z by minus x. Z by minus x. So, but z by x is cosecant theta. So, z by minus x is minus cosecant. Secant of minus theta, that is hypotenuse by adjacent side, z by y. Z by y. But z by y is secant theta. So, secant theta. Cot of minus theta. Cot of minus theta is adjacent side by opposite side, y by minus x. Y by minus x. But y by x is cot theta. So, minus cot theta. Therefore, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. Cosecant of minus theta is minus cosecant theta. Secant of minus theta is secant theta. Cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. That means cos, its reciprocal secant. Cos minus theta, cos theta. Secant minus theta, secant theta. Remaining all sine minus theta, minus sine theta. Tan minus theta, minus tan theta. Cot minus theta, minus cot theta. Like that we can get this. Now trigonometric ratios for 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees angles. I told you the ratio of trigonometric function depends upon the angle but not on the side. Therefore, this for 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees, for these angles the trigonometric ratios must be same irrespective of the triangle. Therefore, I am taking a right triangle, equilateral triangle. ABC is a equilateral triangle. Of side A means any number. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, B, 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 R, 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 X, X, X. It can be anything. So, A, side A, because the triangle is equilateral, each angle is 60, 60, 60. From A, I have dropped a perpendicular, 90. This is 60, this is 90. So 90, 60, 150. Therefore, the third angle is 30 degrees. Here also 90 plus 60, 150. This angle is 30. Now we have a right triangle like this. This is 30 degrees. A, D, D. This is A and this is A by D. This is now the right triangle. And here this angle is 60 and this angle is 90. Now for 30 degrees we can define trigonometric ratios. Sine 30. Sine 30 means opposite side by hypotenuse. What is the opposite side? BD. Hypotenuse AB. BD by AB. BD how much? A by 2. AB A. A by 2 by A. 1 by 2. So sine 30 is 1 by 2. Whatever the triangle is. Sine 30 is always 1 by 2. Now cos 30. Cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse. So AD by AD. AD by AD. AD how much? This AD we have to find. Because this is the right triangle, AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. AB how much? A. A square is equal to AD square plus BD is A by 2. A by 2 whole square. A by 2 whole square is A square by 4. Bring this A square by 4 here. A square minus A square by 4 is equal to AD square. A square minus A square, 3A square by 4 is equal to AD square. AD is equal to root 3 by 2A. So this length is root 3 by 2A. This is root 3 by 2A. Now cos 30 is AD by AB. AD is root 3 by 2A by A cancelled, root 3 by 2. And tan 30. Tan 30 is opposite side by adjacent side. BD by AD. So A by 2 by root 3 by 2A. A got cancelled, 2 cancelled, so 1 by root 3. Tan 30 is always 1 by root 3. Next, cosecant 30. Cosecant 30 is reverse of sin 30. Sin 30 1 by 2, cosecant 30 2. But logically hypotenuse by opposite side. A by 2. A cancelled, so it is 2. Secant 30. 1 by cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So secant 30 is 2 by root 3. It is actually adjacent hypotenuse by adjacent side. Hypotenuse is AB. Adjacent side is AD. So AB by AD, that is equal to A by root 3 by 2 A. So A cancelled and 1 by root 3 by 2, which is 2 by root 3. Cot 30. Cot 30 is adjacent side by opposite side. So AD by BD, that is root 3 by 2A by A by 2. 2 cancelled, A cancelled, root 3. So sin 30 1 by 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2, tan 30 1 by root 3, cosecant 30 2, secant 30 2 by root 3, cot 30 root 3. Now let us look at 60 degrees. This is 60. So now this becomes AD becomes the opposite side, BD becomes the adjacent side. Sin 60 is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That means AD by AD, AD by AB. AD by AB is equal to root 3 by 2A by A. A cancel root 3 by 2. Cos 60 adjacent side by hypotenuse. BD by AB. BD by AB. A by 2 by A. A cancel 1 by 2. Tan 60 adjacent side by opposite side. Tan 60 adjacent side by opposite side. Sorry, opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 60 is tan kada. Opposite side by adjacent side. So AD by BD. AD by BD. Root 3 by 2A by 1 by 2A. 2 cancel, A cancel, root 3. Cosecant 60 is hypotenuse by opposite side. So AB by AD. That is A by root 3 by 2A. 2 by root 3. Secant 60. Secant 60 is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. BD by AB. Sorry, secant. Hypotenuse by adjacent side. AB by BD. AB by BD. A by 2. That is 2. Cot 60. Cot 60 is adjacent side by opposite side. BD by AD. That is equal to 1 by 2A by root 3 by 2A. A 2 cancel. So 1 by root 3. So sin 60 root 3 by 2, cos 60 1 by 2, tan 60 root 3, cosecant 60 2 by root 3, secant 60 2, cot 60 1 by root 3. Here I want you to remember 30 indakati gurtunchukondi. Just remember the past. When I say this is theta, this is 90 minus theta. So sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Sin 60 cos 30. Cos 60 sin 30. Tan 60 cot 30. Cot 60 tan 30. Cosecant 60 secant 30. Secant 60 cosecant 30. This is the thing. So therefore we can say theta is cos theta. That is very much proved here. And we have taken a side to be A. A can be any number. Whatever the number is, this is not dependent upon A. In sin 30 or in 30 degrees 6 ratios, 60 degrees 6 ratios, we did not at all get any A. That means it is independent of A. We have got fixed values. Therefore, the trigonometric ratios are independent of the length of the side. They are mainly dependent upon the angle. So, now trigonometric ratios for 45 degrees. Let us consider a right angled isosceles triangle. It is a right triangle, also isosceles triangle. Two sides, this side and this side are equal, PQR. This side is A, this side is A. This angle is 90. So, because these two sides are equal, these two angles are equal. Therefore, each angle must be 45. So, we have 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 45 degrees. This is the triangle. Now, in this triangle, PR becomes the hypotenuse. When you take this as A and this as A, then PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. P that is equal to A square plus A square. A square plus A square is 2A square. So, PR is equal to root of 2A square. That is root 2 into A. So, we have the three sides of the triangle A, root 2A. Now, as 45 degrees is angle, we can take this as 45, this as 45. Now, if you take this as 45, PQ is the hypotenuse, opposite side. If you take this as angle, then QR is the opposite side. But whatever it is, PQ and QR are equal. So, therefore, there is no confusion between opposite side, opposite side. If this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. This is opposite side, this is adjacent side. Now, sin 45. Opposite side by hypotenuse. So, opposite side is QR, A, by hypotenuse PR, root 2A. So, A by root 2A. A cancelled, 1 by root 2. Cos 45. Adjacent side PQ by hypotenuse. So, A by root 2A. A cancelled, 1 by root 2. Tan 45. Opposite side by adjacent side QR by PQ, that is equal to A by A, 1. Cosecant 45 is hypotenuse by opposite side root 2A by A cancelled root 2. Secant 45 adjacent side, hypotenuse by adjacent side root 2A by A cancelled root 2. Cot 45 adjacent side by opposite side A by A, 1. So, sin 45 1 by root 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, tan 45 1, cosecant 45 root 2, secant 45 root 2, cot 45 1. Now, let us look at 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Let us take a triangle. This is 90. For this 90 degrees, this is the opposite side. This itself is the hypotenuse. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. But for 90 degrees, opposite itself is also hypotenuse. So, hypotenuse by hypotenuse, and it is equal to 1. Sin 90 degrees is always 1. And when it is 90 degrees angle, a 90 degrees angle is formed like this. Therefore, there will be no adjacent side. Therefore, cos 90 becomes, adjacent side becomes 0. Therefore, 0 by hypotenuse, will be equal to 0. Sin 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Same logic applies. Suppose if you take this theta, then sin theta means opposite side, and opposite side and hypotenuse are equal if this becomes 90 degrees. But if this becomes 0, then there is no opposite side. This will have to come and coincide here if this angle has to become 0. Then hypotenuse and adjacent side become equal. Therefore, cos 0 becomes 1, sin 0 becomes 0. So, to sum up, 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. These values you have to remember for your examination. Sin you can sin 0 0, sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 60 root 3 by 2, sin 91. Just write them in the reverse order. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Sin by cos tan 0 by 1 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 1, root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2 root 3, 1 by 0. So when we know sin, cos and tan, we can automatically know cosecant, secant and cot. Now here we have to understand one more important thing. Sin theta definition is what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. For any other angle other than 0 or 90, hypotenuse is always greater than opposite side, hypotenuse is always greater than adjacent side. Therefore, for acute angles, hypotenuse is more than opposite side. So, sin theta means opposite side by hypotenuse, means a small number by a big number. Small number divided by big number means value is less than 1. Similarly, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is a small number, hypotenuse is a big number, small number by big number. This is also less than 1. Therefore, sin theta value always lies between 0 and 1 for acute angles. Cos theta also lies between 0 and 1 for acute angles. Why I am saying acute angles? For other angles, obtuse angles, reflex angles, for any other angles, it can be positive, negative. Negative values also will come. Right now we are confined to only acute angles. For tan theta and cot theta, there are no limits. That means the minimum value of sin theta is 0. Cos theta is also 0. Maximum value of sin theta or cos theta is 1. But for tan theta there is no minimum value. There is no maximum value. Similarly, for acute angles, minimum value 0 అవుతుంది. Cosecant theta, secant theta, they cannot be between 0 and 1. Sin theta lies between 0 and 1. What is cosecant theta? 1 by sin theta. Therefore, cosecant theta cannot lie between 0 and 1. Similarly, secant theta cannot lie between 0 and 1. So, cosecant theta is always greater than or equal to 1. Secant theta is always greater than or equal to 1. Now, trigonometric identities. Identity means which is true for any values. We know these identities. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. That is an identity. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Like that, a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus b cube. We have so many identities. In trigonometric ratios also there are some relations, identities. These identities hold good for any value of theta. That's why we call them identity. Theta means angle. So, a Greek letter theta is used for angle. I can write it as sin square a plus cos square a, sin square x plus cos square x, sin square b plus cos square b. Like that, in the place of theta I can put anything. Now the first identity, there are three identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These are the three identities we have at our syllabus. Now, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. How it comes? Let us consider the triangle. This is theta. So, this is opposite side. This is adjacent side. This is hypotenuse. Now, sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Therefore, BC by AC. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. AB by AC. So, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square theta means sin theta into sin theta. Cos square theta means cos theta into cos theta. Remember, we should write sin square theta, but don't write sin theta square. As an example, if suppose theta is equal to 30 degrees, sin square 30, sin 30 into 30, theta square means this is sin 900. Sin 900 means this value is 0. Sin square 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin square 30 is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So don't get confused. Sin square theta, sin theta square. They are different. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin theta how much? BC by AC. So sin square theta means BC square by AC square. Cos theta is AB by AC. So cos square theta is AB square by AC square. Now AC square is a common denominator. AC square. BC square plus AB square. But remember, this is the right triangle. So this is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to adjacent side square plus opposite square. That means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is always true. So BC square plus AB square I can write as AC square. AC square by AC square, which is equal to 1. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 is the first identity. Second identity, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. What is secant theta? Hypotenuse by adjacent side. AC by AD. Tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side. BC by AD. So secant square theta minus tan square theta. AC by AB whole square. AC square by AB square minus BC square by AB square. What is the LCM? AB square. AC square minus BC square by AB square. But AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square minus BC square is equal to AB square. Therefore AB square by AB square 1. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Now the third identity, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Again you can write the definition. Cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse by AC by opposite side BC. Cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side AB by BC, and again do it in this way. Here I am telling you a different method. We know sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. First identity already proved. Now this identity throughout I divide by sin square theta. Now sin square theta by sin square theta plus cos square theta by sin square theta is equal to 1 by sin square theta. Sin square theta cancelled 1. Cos by sin is cot. Cos by sin is equal to cot. Therefore cos square theta by sin square theta is cot square theta. 1 by sin square theta is cosecant square theta. So 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Bring this cot this side. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta 1. So cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So these are the three identities. Now this is the theory part of trigonometry. You, for your better understanding, you have to absorb this. That means watch it 2-3 times if needed be, and get this into your mind thoroughly. Then we can start the problems.